It wasn't long after we landed that the government assigned us a minder who would accompany us everywhere we went. We have to stay with you at all times. We can't leave the hotel. We can't photograph anything without permission. These are all the rules, you tell me? Yes? We were carted from place to place. Real life passed by the bus window. We were not allowed to stop. The North Koreans call their capital the Showcase City, and indeed much of what we saw appeared staged. Our first stop was the grand opening of a veteran cemetery. Kim Jong-un, North Korea's supreme leader, made a surprise visit to lay a memorial wreath and mark almost 60 years since the end of the Korean War. When did you learn that you'd be able to come here?
About 7:15 this morning.
Tom Hudner, a retired U.S. Navy pilot, made his first trip back since his wingman died here in 1950. Hudner crash-landed his plane to try to save him. President Harry Truman awarded him the Medal of Honor that he still wears today. You were on the other side of this when you were fighting.
Yes, I was.
How is it to stand here and watch this today?
Well, it's rather emotional, frankly.
We've been brought to yet another choreographed event. This time, groups of school kids have come to this mausoleum here to pay their respects. Inside this mausoleum is the founder of this country and his son, Kim Jong-il. This 12-year-old told us he'd come to pay tribute to the leaders. But before we spoke with him, our minder did. It was the same with Kim Hana. What are you asking her? No, what are you I'm just curious, what are you asking? This 11-year-old told us what she knew about America. You say that you learn in school that Americans are imperialists who invaded your country. What do you think about knowing that I'm an American? You don't look like an American, she answered.
Joining us from Pyongyang, North Korea, and looking very American is Seth Doane. Seth, the minder is keeping watch on you at all times, but what have you been able to see that's genuine?
Well, sometimes it's hard to tell, and sometimes, Scott, it takes talking with someone who has been here longer than you have. I was remarking at some buildings and a bridge behind me along this river that were lighted up last night, and someone said, oh, if you'd been here earlier in the week, there were no lights at all. It's clear they are putting on a show.
Seth Doane in North Korea. Thank you, Seth.